As many you have been aware over the last while, I've been helping a charity in Uganda, the Caesar Smile Foundation, that was founded by Father Francis Mugabe, a Ugandan priest that I met on Lough Derg. And if you're a member on this channel or donate to this channel, I send the money to him every month to help us in some small way to help his village. This was kind of an idea, an initiative we came up with when we met. Uh, my idea, really, how can we improve in some small way the lives of a community? Now, this is a community that has no school, it had no well, it has no electricity, very, very little resources. You know, when we think back to 200 years ago in Ireland, a lot of communities here didn't have these resources either, didn't have running water, didn't have basic needs, basic education. So we're trying to, in some small way, help them. I do know that, you know, there has been incidences in the past where people of goodwill give money to different causes and the money doesn't go to the cause intended. It, you know, can be used for other means, and, you know, sadly we see there's problems with governance and so forth. So we've tried to keep this very transparent as much as possible. We have the donations we've been given so far. For example, the well, we used an Irish charity, Wells of Life, to do all the due diligence. So, you know, we checked out everything, and Wells of Life is registered Irish charity. So when we wanted a well dug in the village, Aidan Jordan, Wells of Life, he took care of that for us and did it really well and did it really fast. You know, I've highest esteem for the work that they did. So, we, as regards to the education, we would love to build a school, and at some stage, that's what we want to do. At the moment, we're using another school in the area to educate the kids. And Father Francis asked me, well, look, how many kids can we educate? And it was like, and I looked to our Lord and I said, Lord, how many should we turn away? And it was like our Lord saying, well, look, do what we can. So we are trying to do what we can. And for a small amount of money, you can educate a child in Uganda, you know, especially in primary school. Now, the education of these kids comes with the responsibility of getting them books, getting them sanitary pads for the girls, getting toilet paper, getting shoes, getting a school bag. We can't give books to kids if they don't have a school bag, because the books get wet when it rains. And, you know, we some of these basics we're trying to do, and especially at Easter and Christmas, trying to help the village in some small way. So we've set a target for the next term of €6,000 to help 200 kids through education. We are doing some sporadic funding for seminarians, but again, we're not a big charity. The I Donate link you'll see below is managed by Deacon Paul, so he's helping me with this, and we're a small team in Ireland that's sending this money to Father Francis, and there is no administration fee. Now, if people want to get involved in this project, you're more than welcome to do so. We have a WhatsApp link, a WhatsApp group that we set up to, you know, collate all of the receipts. Father Francis sends us all of the receipts for school payments, stationery payments, asks us should we do these things. So he has been very transparent with us where the money is going, and he's cognizant of the sensitivity around asking people for donations and what we're doing with the money. This is a, you know, a labor of love, in the sense that we're trying to do something small to help, you know, a small community. The thing is, when you do this there, when you say, look, in this community, we're putting people in education, we're giving them books. I suppose other communities around the area, other children want to be educated. So in some way, if we could, hopefully in the future, we can grow this, help this. Again, Father has been very clear on what he's spending the money on. You know, at one stage, we needed him to get a 4x4 because the roads, you the roads are atrocious there. We need him to transport the goods from one place to another. And we've done fundraising, and thank you so much for everybody that supported this. It's a small thing to help a community, and if you'd like to get involved, you can donate below. If you're already subscribed to my channel or a member of the channel, the money is already going there. We would like to build a chapel, an adoration chapel. There's a lot of projects we'd like to do, but I suppose we have to kind of work steadily on this, and we had to prioritize the education of the kids before we build an adoration chapel in the village. But we are getting there. We are slowly going there, and hopefully we can start to build up on this. You never know in a few years what will happen. Father Francis is now the canon law professor in the seminary in the diocese, so it's good that we help these leaders in Uganda, and what's the point in forming a leader if he doesn't have the support? So if you could consider a small donation to the donation link below, it'd be great, so that we could just fund this term. It's 200 kids. That's what we're looking at the moment. I did say to Father Francis that we shouldn't turn away kids. If a kid wants an education, wants the basics, for 30-40 euros, we should be able to help a child. In Ireland, to educate that, to give that same standard of education would cost 200 or 300 times more. And this is the reality. Whereas in Uganda, for a small price, we can educate a child. And I think we should, as a community, as a faith community, as a church, hear the necessities of other communities that aren't as fortunate. And again, we're trying to be as transparent as possible. So if you're interested in joining our WhatsApp group where we collate all of the receipts and so forth, you can do. But we're hoping to maybe employ somebody in Uganda to take the lead in just doing all the due diligence and recording everything, the expenses and so forth. So that there is some clarity on this. This charity is registered in Uganda. It has the approval of the local bishop. So we've it's not just, we're not just out on a limb here doing it. But again, it's a small effort, a very small effort, and it's something dear to my heart that we help them do. So that's my appeal to you this semester. If you want to help this effort for the kids in this community, it would be great. Anyway, thank you so much. God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.
Okuva ttaamu eno tuwulira banaina abazadde ina oba yetaaga fiizi oba kitabo oba alina ekizibu bonkubira nze essimu kubira omusomesa omubulire kubanga ojja kuba essimu obanga sijikute oba nabyekola kati byekola omwesimu sibeera nayo ngambe famire kati olw'ensonga eyo ebikwata ku byokusoma ebikwata ku Kitegeerekese bulungi bannange. Tunaabalirizanga ng'amuwulira ekizibu ekyo kinaaba kisoboka nga tuyambako ekibadde kisobokera nga muganda ekikola kino. Kitegeerekese bulungi bannange. Abasiniyafu be baliwa? N'aba P7. Kati tutandike n'abakandideti. Waliwo bakandideti nabo batujjako wane sente, si bwe kiri? Mathematical set. Katusuubire nti n'ensawo zaffe mukyazirina. Nnyonjo. Kale. Kati tutandike n'abakandideti. Kale. Abaye tukole bwe tuti.
My name is Nambaya Maria Sunta, a student at Chorichi Senior Secondary School. I'm in Senior 2. I would like to thank Father Sida for the things you have brought for us: books, pens, cards, toilet papers, and so on. I continue to pray for him so that the Almighty Father bless him and guide him abundantly.